one of the bigger games of the season. For me personally, I'm looking forward to this game. I have been all season. Tonight's game is going to be quite a matchup between the Eagles and the Tigers, both with their talents poised to get each other. I can tell that there just seems to be some bad blood between the two teams. Both of them league champions last year after each other this year. You were here at Riverside City College, and this is just probably the best field in the whole Inland Empire that we broadcast from. In fact, the press booth is actually a press booth. The next best being the University of Redlands. What do you say, Dennis?
Well, I'd have to agree with you, Pat. And we do get to broadcast from inside up here, and we have a nice vantage point, I guess is the best way to put it. Although the Elsinore fans are showing up, and I kind of enjoyed doing the game sitting over there with them last time. But this will be a definite nice place to watch this game from.
Well, we interviewed both coaches on Valley Sports Update, which you saw immediately preceding our broadcast here, and both coaches were uncommonly tight. I mean, they just both seem to be on edge, and I think that's going to be a precursor for tonight's game, as both teams really need a win here. Lost here to remain a close contender for the top position, and then Elsinore, if they plan to be a spoiler and get into the playoff picture.
Well, exactly, Pat. That's the thing that I was going to say. Is like Elsinore's not out of it. Lost here with a victory tonight clinches themselves a position in the playoffs. But you know, John Blakemore could be a little on edge because he knows that Elsinore must win this week and next week. They can get in, but it's a tough uphill type of road they must hold to get in. But they did it last year, and there's no reason that they can't do it again this year. They know what they have to do. They have to contain Ed Browning, who is a top college prospect out of Riverside County, the top athlete on the La Sierra team. They know they have to contain him defensively and stop the big play, which is plagued Elsinore. Throughout the season, they'll play good defense, and then all of a sudden the big play beats them. And La Sierra is the team that can make that big play work
very quickly. And we'll be talking all night about both teams, about the players on each team. But right now, we're going to go ahead and break for a commercial, and we'll be back for the start of tonight's game.
You are about to see Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty as you have never seen it before. Because, for the very first time, this masterpiece of adventure and romance will not appear in a theater, but in your very own home on video cassette. Now, you and your family can own Sleeping Beauty forever for only $29.95.
$27.95 for members at the Video Barn.
To all beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
America's 132-year domination of the America's Cup, broken by Australia. Now America begins the challenge, and ESPN will be in Australia with exclusive America's Cup coverage every Wednesday night. Watch the American shipmates battle to regain the cup as ESPN covers the Challenger and Defender rounds, leading to exclusive coverage of the best of 7 America's Cup finals. Live from Australia, the America's Cup, a challenge down under, only on ESPN.
Your Christmas fantasies can become real at Aloha Leisure, just off Four Corners on Lakeshore.
Tried it? Oh, we're back. We're ready for the start of tonight's game as the La Sierra Eagle Band, under a new director this year, Joe Benchon, leads the field. They're small in numbers, but they really have a lot of heart. Well, both teams are on the field, and we're waiting for the coin toss. I see the official doing some kind of crazy dance down on the field.
You know, Pat, I was noticing that too. I didn't know if you'd seen him or not. It's like he's either warming himself up or he's getting ready for some of those new calls. And I was before the game, Pat. You know, we've had some question about this, a couple of those calls, and I was down talking to one of the officials down there just before I went over to talk to Coach Blakemore. And so I can maybe, when we see that one tonight, I'll explain exactly what it's all about.
Well, we have some good officials tonight. Chris Grenfell, of course, is one of the officials that has been here regularly. Another one, Pete Resendez, and we'll get to the rest of those names for the officials as we go through the game. Like I said, this is quite a field, Dennis. It's used by several teams.
Pat, you know how long this field is? How long is a football field, Pat?
100 yards from end zone to end zone.
Okay, from goal line to goal line. How wide is it?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay, and I'll tell you exactly what the answer is. It's 53.5 yards, and later in the show I'll tell you why it's 53.5 yards.
Well,
we've got King's Video trivia.
Well, Dennis, that's what you're so good at. This guy has his mind is packed with trivia. Whenever he plays Trivial Pursuit, he always comes out on top. So we don't play that often, by the way. Maybe once a week.
Well, Pat, you're the expert on La Sierra. Tell us who's going to receive.
All righty.
Barry kicks it off and hits the front man. It goes through his legs. He picks it up at the 5. He's looking for running room, and the Elsinore defense closes in on him. There's Allenson coming up late to push him back.
Well, La Sierra are going to have the ball deep in their own territory.
But right there's one of the 50s boys. Here's James Bowden right in there on that tackle too. As well as I believe I saw number 45 for Elsinore. We don't have his number, Pat, or a name. But anyways, here comes Ed Browning onto the field. He'll be number 12 for La Sierra, and we'll mention him a lot. Like he is the top athlete probably in Riverside County.
Absolutely.
Let's see what they do on first down.
Last year, Browning was all-CIF as a junior, which is unbelievable. Okay, they send
Ayers and Allison deep.
Which is Lonnie Lemon. And look at Browning takes the ball, cuts back, taken down there by Tip Todd Layton. Still automatic. So La Sierra picks up about 7 yards. It's 2nd and 3.
Him up a little bit, but Davin Wright had to play stop cold to line of scrimmage, but was unable to follow through and make the tackle.
It actually looked like they were going to have that stop for no gain, but La Sierra with a first down, and that was a big first down. They've now got plenty of room out at the 30-yard line. They send Cade in motion again as they got 3 wide receivers. Browning keeps it, runs, cuts back. One of the 50s boys takes him down, along with Jose Hill. Fred Kaysen.
One of the 50s boys, Fred Kaysen, along with James Bowden, have been playing quite well on defense the last 5 or 6 weeks. come into their own.
Okay, Browning's picked up 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5. All right, here we are in the shotgun. Browning looks. He's got Burke open across the middle. I think Mark Collier probably. Mark Collier, excuse me.
And Elsinore defensing well that time, Pat, is apparently they've scouted last year and they've seen this formation. The 2 receivers going down on the sidelines and 1 cutting into the center. And both receivers down the sidelines were covered. Todd Lee taking a deep man that time, who was Doug Burke.
Well, that brings up a big 3rd down here, Dennis. 9:32 left in the first quarter. See what Elsinore's made out of. It's lost here and needs to pick up 5, and we've got to anticipate a pass here from Browning, as that's his specialty. Kreider in motion. And there, Cade is in the open field. Breaks 2 tackles finally. Allenson brings him down. Also number 25. That's Jim Ayers is back there. He rode Cade for a while.
Well, Pat, Elsinore defense seemed to have La Sierra contained this time. And all of a sudden, Alphonse Kay is able to break it into Elsinore territory for a pickup of a big 1st down.
Apparently we're having some sound problems, Dennis. The technicians keep coming up and fixing my microphone.
And they keep adjusting the volume on mine. I'm either too loud or not loud enough.
Well, let's see what happens. Browning in the shotgun again as the ball is into Elsinore territory on the 42-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout here. La Sierra confused, and Dave Perkins walking out on the field.
And with that timeout, I know that Pat's going to look for an announcement here from one of our sponsors.
We start off with Sincere Sewing and Vacuum. Do you have company coming? Rent the Rug Doctor to clean your carpet from Sincere Sewing and Vacuum in the Park Plaza on Riverside Drive and out in Lake Elsinore. Call 674-1808 and talk to Howard and Gene Willingham and reserve the Rug Doctor today. That's Sincere Sewing and Vacuum. Well, we've had a timeout. Perkins leaves the field. We've got Collier to the bottom of the field. Look to this side. The top, number 9, which is, I beg your pardon, it's Burke down here. Collier to the top. Browning in the shotgun. There goes Strider in motion. Browning looks. He's going for Burke. Oh, and Todd Lee with the hand in, step for step with Burke.
And he knocks the ball down. There's a flag down, Pat, on the across the field. Looks like with the man who called it, we're going to get a motion penalty against La Sierra here, which is one of the reasons they called the timeout last time to straighten that out.
Well, that's going to work in Elsinore's favor as La Sierra.
Well, Elsinore may decline here, Pat, because it is declined, the incomplete pass. So Elsinore gains the down here. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 10.
He's up there again, working on the all sound system. Maybe we'll get a word on what's wrong with it. All right, 2nd and 10, and Browning again shifting his people around as there seems to be confusion. All right, there goes Cade around the left end. He's hit first of all by Bowden, number 57.
And then Davin Wright in there and Joe Brown.
Cade picks up 5. So 3rd and 5 again.
So we'll see how the All-Star move here to decline that penalty. We'll see how that works out. So here we go. It's 3rd and 6, Pat. Browning brings him up. He's set. Starts a man in motion.
Fake draw, and he's got a deep drop. And look, right across the middle, that's Kreider. He's going to go in for the touchdown. He put a move on Ayers, and then he was right in there.
In fact, that play there, from up here you can see it a lot better when you have a nice perspective of the field here. As the Elsinore defense the secondary does not play that badly, but it gave them time. There wasn't enough pressure by the front of the Elsinore line, and as Kreider was able to get into the center and to beat a linebacker there and then break down the field. But the outside men were covered and covered well.
Well, let's watch Doug Burke here, their kicker. He's known as one of the top kicking prospects in the nation right now. And that's why it's good. Dennis, I've watched him put it through from 52 yards in practice, and that's unbelievable for a high school kicker. All righty, it's time for a commercial. Let's go to Valley Awning and Construction. All right, Valley Awning and Construction will repair your leaky roof. All you have to do is call Barbara for a free estimate today. That's at Valley Awning and Construction. You can get in touch with them at 678-4878. They've served the Valley for 9 years. They're into all kinds of construction. Give them a call. Take care of those leaky roofs before the rainy season arrives, and it's right around the corner. That's Valley Awning and Construction. We're ready for the kickoff. So La Sierra draws first blood, 7:57. Browning shows you why he's the #1 quarterback right now in Riverside County. As he connects with Kreider over the middle.
So with 7:57 to go in the first quarter, Elsinore gives them the short end of a 7-0 score. Deep to receive, Todd Lee and Robert Norland. And that's unusual because normally we see Mike Neal back there.
Well, Lee's going to take it. He's on the 4-yard line. He's back across the 20, 25. He's hit there by, I believe it was Alfonso Cade. Yeah, so Cade we saw on offense and the kickoff team. All right, so Elsinore gets their first shot in an offensive drive here. Let's see what they can put together. So Beasley has a man open outside. It's Lee. And they're going to pick up a quick 5, Dennis. So Todd Lee will pick up 5, maybe more. Let's make it, they spotted closer to a 7-yard pickup. So 2nd and 3.
I think it's a long 3, Pat, maybe 4 yards. But Beasley doing what he does well, those short, quick passes. The first one complete. So the Elsinore Tigers coming out passing their first possession. Here's another one to Norland on this side. That's going to be for the first down.
Well, Dennis, the Elsinore coaching staff picking up right away. The La Sierra is playing off the line of scrimmage a good 7 to 10 yards with their defensive backs, and all they've done is pass under the coverage both times. And that's just what Dave Perkins said that he was going to do with Elsinore. Interesting that Elsinore come back and done it to La Sierra. Turnabout is fair play. So let's see what they can do here.
Well, Harold Beasley bringing the team up as he sets under Jeff Dyer at center.
First down.
Very in motion past your screen.
They give it to second man, who's Likarovic. He'll pick up a couple.
Those are tough yards right there. They may give him 1.
Yeah, you're right, Dennis.
Maybe Frank Likarovic had a good game last week. Likarovic, that's Frank Likarovic. Last week, Mr. Likarovic was unable to film the game because he was on the chain. I know you missed that game.
I missed that game. I'm glad to be back, by the way. Look at here, another shot out to Lee.
That was going to be close to the first.
He was hit by Ken Robinson.
See what they can do. What they do here. The officials look at it, eyes the ball. Takes a long look, and they're going to take time out for a measure. And when they take time out for a measure, you know what we do? We give you a sponsor.
Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. They're located at the corner of Flint and Main Street in Lake Elsinore. They offer discounts on insurance deductibles, good students 30%, and senior citizens 20%. Call Phil Fergosa today at 674-1516 and get a free estimate. That's Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. 674-1516. Again.
Oh, the measurement is good, and the Elsinore Tigers chalk up another first down here. They got 2 in a row, taking the ball throwing 27. Now moving into La Sierra territory down to the 46-yard line. First and 10, 5:43 to go in the period, so we've seen 2 offensive drives, and Elsinore is still moving. Beasley brings them up.
Look at, he's got Norland again.
Out to the side, and Norland is tacked, is hit there, but he goes over the top of his man to get another yard out of it. He's down to the 35. It's close to another first down. They're going to look again. They eye it.
Collier made the stop. Of course, Collier.
They look, and it's going to say it's about a half a yard short. It's going to be second and short. Well, this is what Pat calls a free play, isn't it, Pat?
Yeah, it's absolutely a free play. Collier made the stop, and look at La Sierra here. They come in real tight. I'd look for Elsinore to streak somebody. They don't. They option it, and they aren't going to pick it up, Dennis. Beasley kept it, I believe. No, they gave
the spot.
They gave it to Licorobic. I don't think they got it. Clock's moving.
The officials right away say it's about to where it was the last time, so it's third down, third and short. Beasley looking to the sidelines, and here comes Nordland in with the play. Davin Wright going out.
Well, we mentioned the linebackers for La Sierra, Lonnie Lemon and Jesse James. How do you like those names, Dennis? Here's Beasley. Look at this, quarterback sneak.
And there's a play that's worked all season for Elsinore in short yardage. They come up and on a quick count, quarterback keeper right over the top, and they pick up a first down. The third one here is Elsinore keeps the drive alive.
Well,
moving to La Sierra, 34-yard line.
Interesting thing there, Dennis. Jeff Dyer, the center for Elsinore, went against the offensive center for La Sierra, who's playing on defense, and Dyer won that matchup.
Who else would know that but you?
Nobody. Look at Lee is open out of his fingertips.
And a nice pass pattern that time is Lee. They've been throwing the short stuff. Lee takes it and breaks it down the sideline. And Beasley throwing it to him and just overthrown by ever so small a margin, but it falls incomplete. It'll be second and 10 from the 34-yard line. Elsinore trailing 7-0. 4:12 to go in the first period.
Elsinore is picking on that defensive back, Scott Elmore. They must feel that there's a weakness at that position.
Well, I think they're picking on both sides right now, but
they certainly.
But doing it quite well.
There they look. Collier again.
Like Norland got mixed up there. Looks just like Beasley thought he was going to go long, and he kind of slowed up a little bit short there.
So Beasley just threw it away, it appeared to me. He was triple covered. There was no way he was going to catch that ball. You know, I'm a little disappointed in the La Sierra crowd here tonight, Dennis. I mean, for a home team crowd, not very much. Maybe it's just the size of the stadium.
And, you know, Pat, looking at, of course, we were in that crowd last time we were here, but the Elsinore crowd looks to be a bit sparser than the last time that we came to play here.
It certainly is. There goes Barry in motion. Beasley takes the ball, looks, keeps it. Finally hit by number 90, Tony Vera.
Jim Bowden that time, Pat, tried to come back and help out on that, but he had to give a couple of steps, and that put Vera right on top of Harold Beasley. It's going to be a fourth down in about 15 now. Davin Wright comes in to kick, and he was practicing before the game. I could see him out there. He's been punting quite well ever since the game earlier in the season against Norte Vista.
I think they're worried about a fake here. But Davin Wright aims for the corner. It's going to go into the end zone.
Joe Brown down there giving pursuit, trying to get the ball out. You know, Pat, if you got another spot, this is a good time to do it.
Okay, you got it, Dennis. We're going to go to Stuffed Pizza. Of course, they have the Stuffed Pizza special going. You can watch the exciting replays of Elsinore High varsity football games any night at Stuffed Pizza and get a large pitcher of any drink free with each large pizza that you order. Did I say that right? That makes sense. Okay, that's at the Stuffed Pizza restaurant. Get down there. They're in the Von Save-On Shopping Center in Lake Elsinore. Get stuffed. All right, Browning has the ball at his own 20. And in motion, they give it to Cade, and he's met immediately.
Andre Crow with a big stop right there. Read the play perfectly, went in there, and Browning handed it off.
Crow appeared to be slanting on an outside kind of stunt there and came right across the line. Was right in the hole. Cade had nowhere to go.
Dropped him for about a 3-yard loss, and it's second and 13. From their 16. Call it second, 13 and a half, 14.
All right. Browning drops. Has two men out there. That's Doug Burke. Came out and then dropped back underneath the coverage, and the pass is complete.
Lee and Davin right there on the stop, and again, and
Burke is down. Burke is hurt.
And we saw Browning that time, Pat, do exactly what Perkins said he was going to do. He threw under the coverage that time.
Big crushing hit there by Lee And who hit him in?
Devin Wright.
Devin Wright.
How could you miss that?
They really hit him hard. Burke getting up slow.
He's trying to help him up. He wants to go back to the huddle, but
they can't go back.
He can't go back. I don't know what the official's letting him go back. There you go. The other official on the field saying off the field.
Get off. McKinney
off
goes
the field. In fact, you might remember the official in the white hat there was trying to drive through our interview with Coach Perkins earlier.
This was an interesting show before the football game. Gosh, we had 3 or 4 people drive through our set.
And there's a shot of Andre Crow right there, as you can see it. He was in the right place in 2 plays previous.
Tate in motion. Browning rolling out to left. He has man open deep. Oh, what a play.
And almost intercepted that time by Robert Nordland. Robert Nordland playing real well right there in the center. Short. And they hold Lothair. Lothair is going to have to punt the ball this time. Pat, do they ever punt?
They are this time. Collier was cutting across the middle, and Nordland was right with them. Timed it perfectly. Just a great defensive play. And as Blakemore said earlier, they've been playing good defensive ball all year. Burke back in there. He's going to kick it. Just have a nice kick. Lee, fair catch signal. It's bouncing out at about the 40.
About the 41-yard line.
Elsinore has it.
So Elsinore puts it in play. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. 2:02 to play in the first quarter. Elsinore trailing Los Sierras 7-0 in a battle of champions. Last year, Elsinore, the Sunkist League champion, and Los Sierras from the San Andreas League.
I believe that Blakemore believes this team can beat Los Sierras, and Perkins says there's no way that Elsinore can beat Los Sierras. That's the way this game has been set up, and it really has proven to be a good game so far. And we're still in the first quarter.
Brown with quick handoff to Likarovic, and it's going to be good for about 7 yards.
Look at Likarovic, second effort. Yes,
Joe Brown took a couple of steps. With a quick handoff that time, and Likarovic was in motion. He's picked up about 7, 8. Quick opener there. So Elsinore has been able to move the ball well tonight. 2 offensive series. Although the first one did not produce any points. Beasley brings them up. You can see it again right up there. It's going to be good for the first down.
He got it, Dennis. He did.
You can see Likarovic again on the carry. Well, they stopped Likarovic the first couple of times he carried the ball, Pat. But for the last 2 carries, he's been right there, grinding out the yardage. And it's going to be 1st and 10 inside Los Sierras territory.
Well, I don't think the Los Sierras knows quite what Elsinore is going to do. They think Elsinore is going to run, and then Elsinore opens it up by passing outside. So their linebackers are having to wait a little bit longer than they normally would. Barry in motion to the top of your screen. Beasley looks, and Barry's wide open. Barry puts a move on Elmore and picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. Let's see where they spot it. And Elmore did make the stop.
For about 3 yards, you can call about 2nd and 7.
Brown goes out. Nordland to the bottom of your screen, Lee to the top. Formation here.
And they run it again in the 3 out of 4, and that time the Los Sierras was right there, ready to stop them.
Interesting play that time, Dennis. It looked like they were going to send a student body to the left-hand side of the field, but all of a sudden he handed up and it didn't go for much. So 3rd and 8. What do you call here?
Well, I think you call it pass, Pat. Or pass. Boom! And we're not going to get it off. We'll be back. We'll be back when the second quarter begins.
It's tip-off time for college basketball. You'll see over 100 regular season games all live on ESPN, featuring the defending champion Louisville Cardinals. Key games from the Big Ten, Big East, ACC, and 15 more of the nation's top conferences. Games with outstanding independents like Notre Dame, finals of conference tournaments, and matchups from the NCAA championships. It's the stuff dreams are made of. College basketball's best, live on ESPN.
You are about to see Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty as you have never seen it before. Because, for the very first time, this masterpiece of adventure and romance will not appear in a theater, but in your very own home on videocassette. Now, you and your family can own Sleeping Beauty forever for only $29.95.
$27.95 for members at the Video Barn.
Oh, we're back. And the officials helping us out tonight, stretching the break between the quarters. We put a bug in there. Give us some time to put our commercials in. Here's Beasley. He looks.
And there's the flag, Pat. I was going to say that Beasley was held, or the receiver was held up over that time. Robert Nordland he had his arm kind of grabbed as he was going to make his turn, so he was slowed up. He was in the vicinity to make the catch. It was a possibility. They're going to call it. It'll be first down Elsinore. That'll keep the drive alive on a penalty here.
Collier was the defender out there. It was real obvious. They were back maybe 10 yards from the line of scrimmage when the contact was made.
It was just like a little hook of the arm so he couldn't make his turn. But that's enough. You know, it slowed him up enough. If he'd have caught the ball, he would have been, we're talking a touchdown in the end zone.
Elsinore here making some good progress as they're now down to the last 35.
The opening moments here of the second quarter, 11:56 to go in the half. Elsinore trailing 7-0. Beasley back to throw. He's looking for Todd Lee down here on this side. He's got the ball.
He's out of bounds at the 14-13 line.
Call it the 12, Pat. The official on the 12. Mark it the 12. First down. So the pass that Beasley overthrew the last time, he connects with Leon this time, and it's a first down situation for Elsinore at the 12 as they drive against La Sierra.
Both teams running and gunning tonight, and we've had an offensive battle here.
Robert Norland at the top of the screen, Barry in the slot, lead to the bottom.
Three men up to that top of the screen, Dennis. See what they do.
Single set flick aerobic.
Just overthrown that time is Leach in the end zone. Paul Leach, who last week against Norte Vista had a key interception in the end zone to keep Norte Vista from scoring.
I know La Sierra is hoping that Norte Vista can come back and play a big game this week because Norte Vista is playing Bloomington.
Oh, I mean, we haven't even talked about how big that game is. If Norte Vista can beat Bloomington, and I think they could, having watched both teams, this league is up for grabs. And this game becomes a key game in that case. So Beasley got his Tigers up at the 12. He looks, he's got a man across the middle.
Touchdown!
And he's in there.
And the official,
Defending on the play, number 18, that was Leach, and they bring Leach.
So the Elsinore Tigers come out here with the two good offensive drives. The second one culminating in a touchdown pass from Harold Beasley to Mike Neal.
And we've got a new game.
And we're going to see what they do here. Well, they're lining up. Allenson will hold. Hank Alonzo been kicking these through. He's going to go for it. They're going to go to tie it up here.
Alonzo having been a strong kicker all year. And this one
Boom.
is as good as usual.
And he wants to match the La Sierra point. He does. There are no flags, and it's 7-7. 11:41 to go in the half. It's tied up.
So we've got a new game, and that gives us time for a commercial. This time it's for Valley Awning and Construction. Add seasonal enjoyment to your home with a room addition from Valley Awning and Construction Company. Give Bill Starkey a call today at 678-4878 for a free estimate. They do all kinds of construction. Get those roofs fixed before the rainy season arrives at Valley Awning and Construction, 678-4878. We're ready for the kickoff. I'm joined up here in the broadcast booth with a couple of my friends from La Sierra. Steve Flynn and his son
There you can
Sean.
see the scoreboard is the Elsinore ties La Sierra 7-7 here, 11:41 to go in the
Barry
half.
kicks a grounder. Elmore picks it up. Elmore is hit and buried at the 30-yard line. See who gets up there. 45 for Elsinore.
And James Bowden. And also number 65, Troy Dodson in there.
Well, I don't have a 45 on my roster.
That's the one I said at the front of the kickoff. Remember, Pat?
That's right.
Back to that. Hey, what's that disease? Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's.
Hey.
Got it. Alive and well in Ainsworth tonight. I'm all shook up after having the bus break down at SeaWorld today.
You expect us to believe that you were in SeaWorld?
Browning from the shotgun on the first down. Cade in motion. They send him Browning up. And Browning is munched.
It'll be pick up about 5.
Blake Davin Wright there also. So Browning with a big pickup.
So far, Pat, it's basically been offense against offense here. It's time for somebody's defense to get up. There's only been was it 1 punt from each team?
Oh, that's it.
And here we are, 10:44 to go in the half. Even money, 7-7.
Bring him up. That's Doug Burke at the top of your screen. Down here at the bottom we have Collier. Elmore in motion. Browning fakes to him. Browning looking. He's got McKinney open. And he's connected with McKinney at the 50-yard line, and McKinney carries another 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And Fred Kaysen there to make the hit right away from behind, but it's going to carry into Elsinore territory and be the first down, the 46-yard line. So Browning, with time, not enough pressure there to make him hurry the throw, is able to pick out his receiver there, Danny McKinney.
Elmore comes up. Out there with a big first down. Browning just had too much time that time. He plays that play action pass, goes out around the right side. He's just deadly from there. Look at that. Oh, bad snap.
Fumble. This could be an Elsinore break. He's going back and he falls on it. Oh, and then he's hit.
Browning wisely on the ground. Jose Hill almost called for a late hit.
Not really a late hit, but a little exuberant there as he fell on it. And Browning wasn't going anywhere. The ball was down. They look for flags. No flags, and it's down. La Sierra deal. That's right. They dig themselves in a big hole here.
I mean,
that's like, second and a ton.
That's like 2 15-yard penalties.
That's right. The first one where he hit it, and the second one where he recovered it.
Oh.
See if the Elsinore defense can make this work to their advantage. Now it'll be second, and the scoreboard's going to call it 26. Throwing in the spread formation now.
Browning's going to try and hit somebody long. Browning under pressure, going to try and run it. He's hit from behind by
James Bowden.
One of the 50s boys, as Dennis likes to call him.
That's it, James Bowden, and then Davin right there to help finish him off as he rode off the blocker. Well, Browning that time, the Elsinore defensive secondary had everybody covered, and Browning looks around with only 3 or 4 men rushing. We saw an opportunity to move up, but it's certainly not enough.
Excuse me, Dennis.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the battle on the line is shifting play for play. I mean, 1 minute the Elsinore's winning, and the next minute La Sierra's winning.
Give Browning about 5 yards on that. I want to call it 3rd and 21. He goes back into the shotgun again.
Elsinore with 3 men on the line this time. And he's still getting rushed.
Oh, there's the 50s boys. James Bowden again coming up. It's going to be, they'll be more than 10 yards short there, but what a tackle from behind by James Bowden. Ooh. As they gave La Sierra everything underneath, and Browning saw the only way to take advantage of it was to run it, and so he did.
Another punting situation. La Sierra not used to punting too much.
4th and about 13 here.
Elsinore showing a rush.
Todd Lee goes back. He's about his own 15.
Burke was hurt earlier. Nearly hit. Burke with a good after.
And into the end zone.
2 yards deep. Burke fell down and looked like he was hurt, but
the official looked over there and just waved his hand and said, "No way, buddy. No way." Well, Pat, they're going to change teams here. What do you got?
Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlors are proud to be sponsors of the Elsinore Tigers. If you haven't tried a Rocco's Pizza, you really should. All Rocco's pizzas, freshly baked to your specifications. And they've got that Rocco's contest going on, the Rocco's Challenge. They'll pay $50 to anyone who can eat a Rocco Belly Buster Party Pizza. You can call Bill at 674-7423 for details. Well, Sean, maybe you can get down there and try out the Belly Buster.
Well, Pat, while we're doing that, Liquor Obic ran one and gained about 2, but there's a flag, and they're talking with Harold Beasley. Looks like they're going to call it against Elsinore. Beasley's saying, "Hey, wait a minute, what about this other guy?" Well, the official says, "No way, Harold, back in the huddle." Motion against Elsinore.
Decline.
Well, that
you can see.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10 as Liquor Obic was stopped for no gain.
Coming in late, we've got Mike Neal. Brown goes out.
Remember Neal, the recipient of that touchdown pass earlier by Harold Beasley.
Let's send Nordland to the top of your screen.
And Lee to the bottom. Remember, Lee caught the big gainer earlier too, and he's where you'll be able to see it best.
What would you call that formation, Dennis?
Oh! Well, the pass is incomplete to Mike Neal as he touched it, but then was hit before he could pull it in. It's called.
Sure, Neal's going to thank Beasley for throwing it so high, so he was all stretched out that time, and he paid for it. Those tips hurt. So Neal's going out. Haven't seen Joe Brown used yet, Dennis.
No, in fact, Joe Brown scored on a long play last week in a game that you missed on a counter. They ran a counter very well last week against Chino. And Beasley calls his own number. Squirms ahead for about 2. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 5.
Well, if both teams have scored, the defenses are toughening up on
That's right, on both teams.
Another punt here.
Davin Wright comes in to punt.
Elmore back there again for the last era. It is Elmore.
Davin Wright to punt the ball away, standing on his own 11. He waits for the snap. He's got it. Nice snap.
Boom.
He booms one. And Elsinore will down it at the 46-yard line of the Eagles.
The Eagles will take the ball again, and they've got good field position.
Time for Elsinore defense to stand up and be recognized once again. So we've had a very well-played game, Pat. No turnovers. Last week we had, actually what got Chino in the game was an intercepted pass that went the distance of the field.
So how did you do without me last week? I hear the show is better than ever.
Pat who?
Thanks, Dennis. All right. Collier in motion, and we have a flag, and they're going to call motion.
Oh!
Wide open, but that's coming back. Well,
I'll tell you.
In motion.
Well, Pat, a flag, that looked like a parachute. Boy, I've never seen an official get a flag quite that high.
There it is.
But it's coming back real quick.
Kreider cut up.
The Elsinore secondary must have known about that one and said, "Go ahead, catch it, buddy."
Yeah,
No
like
way.
Everybody gave
That's
up
right.
when they saw that flag.
Talked about a free play for the offense. That was a free play for the defense.
What happened? A man cut up field way too soon. You could see it very clearly on the monitor.
So the Elsinore defense sets itself there. Darren Allenson getting the play in from Lionel Robertson on the sidelines. They've got it. They line up. What are they going to throw at Browning this time? He brings it back. It's 1st and 15 with that 5-yard penalty. He brings it. Play action. James Bowden trying to get through. He finds, and he had McKinney across the middle open again. That's the play that they scored the touchdown on, but the ball falls incomplete. It's 40 chases 40. Neal chases McKinney in the backfield there. It's in the secondary.
I said Collier fell down. I meant Nordland fell down. Collier was the man he was covering, and Nordland fell down, and all of a sudden Collier was open, and he was wide open. It's good that they went to McKinney. So Browning in the shotgun here. Collier to the bottom, and I believe that's Burke to the top, and they're going to send Browning around, and he's hit twice finally. Nordland hit him, but it's not going to be enough for the first. But it's going to be a lot closer than it was.
A lot closer than it was?
3rd and 15 is now going to be, let's say 3rd and 5. McKinney comes back in.
We're sitting up here right next to the field announcer, and if we say 3rd and 6, he says 3rd and 5. We say 3rd and 5, he says 3rd and 6. But they line up. They're coming at the centers. They run right over the top to put some pressure on Browning. He runs out to the side. He's going to pick up he picks up the first down as Joe Brown came up, and there was definitely a decleater on that one as he sent Browning flying. And as Browning came down, he landed right on top of Davin Wright over there. Davin Wright seems to be down. I'm sorry, that's not Davin Wright at all. That's Jose Hill. So Brown flips him up in the air.
I think Browning fell on top of Jose.
Absolutely, right on top of him. Yeah. So Joe Brown with a decleater, who's got timeout on the field as they tend to Jose Hill, who just had the wind knocked out of him.
I'm sure Browning has the blues too. Browning running over to see if he
Well, he knows Joe Brown will give him a hit.
Alrighty, let's go to another word from my sponsor. Lake Elsinore Automotive Reconditioning. Did a kamikaze shopping cart hit your car? Stop by Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning at the corner of Flint and Main Street. They're in Lake Elsinore, of course, for a free estimate. They also do painting, steam cleaning, auto glass, auto restoration. That's Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning, 674-1516. Well, Jose Hill still down. That's really a bad break. You know, seeing Browning get hit so hard. In the crowd tonight is one of the coaches for UCLA. And UCLA came out this week, the last year, and watched Browning in practice. And they told the coach after the practice, they said, we've got 3 best quarterbacks in California, in the nation right now. 3 of the best kids in the nation right in California. They said of those 3, Browning is the best prospect they have. And that's UCLA, and we know that UCLA doesn't go after any dogs. So they give him a lot of respect.
Well, like we said earlier, there are a number of scouts in the stands tonight watching this game to see what Browning can do, and they've been treated to quite a show. Not only does Browning pass, which is renowned for, but he can take the ball and run it. He can move it. And there's Jose Hill getting up on the field across the way over there. You can see him there. And the man in the gray there on the left is the doctor from the La Sierra side of the field. And that's unfortunate because Jose Hill probably saved Browning a big bruise there. Joe Brown with a big decleater there sent Browning sprawling into the air, and he came down and landed right on top of Jose Hill. So they're going to check with him.
Surprised that Browning got up after that one. All right, here we go. 3rd down. 3rd down as the play is going over. 3rd down is about 7. Oh, boy. Enough for the 1st down as Collier has it out of bounds.
And Norland pushes him out of bounds, and there's Browning there with rolls out that time, looking for a receiver, and he throws the ball very, very well, Pat. No wonder they're looking at him. We got a good shot that time.
Collier was being tightly covered there on the sideline, but
and yeah, Norton, good coverage by Nordland on that one. That's tough. It's a 1st down as La Sierra again picks it up and starts moving against the Elsinore defense. Let's see what Elsinore throws at him this time. Fred Casey's going to come right over the top as they want some more pressure on Browning. There he comes. Good block by the center. Bowden's after him. Bowden gets taken out. And now there's numbers.
Finally, Brown really went after Browning again.
And there's a flag down on the play, too. Well, the pressure was on Browning that time. He's just scurrying everywhere. We're going to see what they're going to call here.
Interesting.
Is there a lot of the scrambling going on? Was there holding against Elsinore? Possibly.
We don't know. Grenfell says holding.
We're going to get defensive holding. And that's a tough break. This number, I was looking for the number, Pat. There's another number, number 73, we don't have on our list.
No, I don't have on mine either, Dennis.
45, there's a new name. Marty Gaffey's on, his name is on the list here.
So La Sierra with 3:54 left in the 1st half.
They take advantage of a penalty there as the Elsinore defense kept the pressure on. Browning was unable to complete.
They're deep in Elsinore territory here at 22-yard line. Browning looking. He's got McKinney right across the middle. Allison stops him on the line.
Pat, it's going to be 1st and goal as McKinney on the same play that they scored the touchdown on broke it in there just beyond the linebackers in front of the deep men, made the reception as Browning was rolling, hit him with 3:45 to go. La Sierra has his 1st and goal at the Elsinore 1-foot line.
La Sierra crowd didn't like that call, but it was clear that the stop was made, the forward progress stop before it hit the goal line. Elsinore taking a timeout here with 3:42. Perkins goes on the field.
Well, while you're looking for a spot there, Pat, one thing that by having the ball 1st and 10 or 1st down at the goal is that it shortens up that passing lane and puts a little bit more pressure on Browning.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Sincere Sewing and Vacuum for sales and service and parts. The sewing machines and vacuums They've got the latest continuous sewing machines, and they just arrived. Call 674-1808 or stop by and see Howard and Gene Willingham at Sincere Sewing and Vacuum on Riverside Drive in Lake Elsinore. Go down there and get sincere. I don't know, whoever wrote my script here was grammatically off. So we'll have to talk to our writer. Perkins coming off the field. The official over on the sideline pushing Lee around, giving him a little instruction on what to do or what not to do.
So lost here, first and goal. Everybody's up looking, they're anticipating. Browning trying to tell his backfield where he wants him. They line up in an I. And Browning takes it himself over the side.
So Browning's
right in, no problem, almost untouched. And lost here, it takes the lead once again. As we break right here to wait for the extra point. It's 13-7, and they'll try for the extra point. So Elsinore finds itself in a situation where they'll have to come back here. 3:39 to go in the first half.
Well, Doug Burke going to try it.
Elsinore players running on and off the field. There goes Davin Wright. Did he get off in time?
And it's good.
There's no flag. The point after is good. And 3:39 to play.
There should have been a
Elsinore
flag.
trails 14-7.
There should have been a flag as the player was still on the field when the ball was kicked.
Yeah,
but the officials just let it go.
Well, point after, what difference does it make? I mean, if he was lined up, then that's different. He
sure
was trying to get off.
Okay, Rocco's, that's right, Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor, located next to Mission Trail Liquor at 31821 Mission Trail in Lake Elsinore, home of the San Francisco-style sourdough crust pizza. Call Bill and Debbie at 674-7423 and order that pizza today. That's Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor. So La Sierra ahead with 3:39 left to play in the first half, 14-7, and boy, this has been a good game. Good first half football. Burke measures it off.
And back deep, Nordland and Lee.
It's going to go to Lee. Lee's back up to the 30, cuts it outside, and he's got a blocker. We've got a flag.
Gets up to close to the 30-yard line, but there is a flag, Pat. Usually on the running back, you're looking at a clipping or a bad block here.
And it was on the opposite side from the run, too.
So the officials, one official's pointing at the flag, and the flag is about 10 yards. Oh, we got two flags. That's what it is.
And Elsinore marching way back. They're huddling near their end zone at this point. Holding.
Well, unless one of them's flagrant, they won't march them both off. So they'll put the ball into play. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And for once, the field announcer and I agree. We got that on the yard line.
Hey, I got to give the field announcer credit. Bill Taylor, work experience director at La Sierra, good guy. Has Licker Obix in motion. And they hit.
Licker Obix goes out the block as Lee got the pass. Or, I'm sorry, Robert Nordland got it.
Yeah.
He pushed out of bounds.
And they picked up,
25
7 yards?
line.
7 or 8 yards they picked up. Make it 7 as they moved it out.
You take 7, I'll take 8. You call it 2nd and 3, I'll call it 2nd and 2.
Well, okay, we'll split the difference. They move the ball out to the 26.
Norland goes to the top, Lee down to the bottom. Neal in the slot.
Second down play.
Barry in the slot.
Licker Obix in motion. They're going to hit him again out there. That's
Nordland.
And he's close to first down yardage.
As he rolls over, he looks at the yard marker. We don't know if he's got it. Depends on the spot. In the official eyes that he looks at it, first down Elsinore. So they come out, and Elsinore comes right back, and with 2:32 to play in the first half. Elsinore trailing 14-7. They're trying to get on the boards. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the clock is stopped. All they need to change.
You know, Pat, one of the plays to look for here is that one is the pass to Lee down up the sidelines or out in the flat. Beasley drops back there into a spread or shotgun type formation.
And they're sending
He's
all the
looking.
guns at him. And look at this.
Likorovich
With running room. Cuts outside.
Ooh, and he's
Big
taken
hit.
out with a nice open field tackle there, but he's going to be close to another first down here, depending on the spot. First down. They're signaling first down.
Elmore made
Here's the head guys. They stop the clock. He eyes it. Sideline to sideline, and you can see him right there. First down, Elsinore. 2 consecutive first downs. They're
Roll
driving.
the clock. Elsinore needs to hurry up with this offense.
They break huddle. Norland goes to the top. Barry's going to be in the slot. Lee to the bottom of the screen. Beasley brings him up. They set under Jeff Dyer.
Beasley back in the shotgun again.
Elsinore was from an unbalanced line that time. Oh, hits Likorovich as he's turning around. It'll be 2nd and 10 as the clock stopped that time. Well, I don't think, Pat, we've seen Frank Likorovich in a out of the pass formation before.
No. Hey, it worked. It was a good play the first time.
And I'm telling you right now, the play that we haven't seen that worked last week was a counter to Joe Brown.
Well,
For big yards.
that may be up next. Who knows? 134. They hit Barry. And a little swing pass, and the clock's going to keep running. And Elsinore is going to call a timeout.
They gained, I think, about 4. Call it 2nd and 6, 5 or 6. And with that timeout, here's a word from one of our sponsors.
And again, we got to say something about those leaky roofs. They say that roofs are leaking all over Elsinore. Well, you ought to call Barbara for a free estimate. And who's Barbara? Of course, she's one of the people at Valley Awning and Construction Company.
Who she was.
Oh, okay, good. 678. How do you know her? 678-4870. That's the Valley Awning and Construction Company. Serving the Valley for 9 years. Get your leaky roofs fixed.
You don't expect me to tell you everything. You call Barbara at Valley Awning Construction, 678-4878.
Well,
and you can see the training crews from both teams coming off the field. John Blakemore out there talking to his team. He goes over. Perkins comes back.
what?
Elsinore driving. 2nd and 5.
The field safety.
3rd and 6 at the 45-yard line. They need a first down now.
And there's Barry again.
Gets Barry out here. He's got
Gets
first
the
down
block.
yardage in the Eagle territory down to the 46-yard line. They're
stop the
driving.
clock.
1:20 to play in the first half. Elsinore on the short end, 14-7. There you see Todd Lee getting the huddle and Eric Barry. Number 51's Jeff Dyer. Of course, Franklin Thorobic, number 27.
What a battle of the coaches, Dennis, this has turned out to be. Both teams well orchestrated tonight on the play selection, moving up and down the field. Here with a 2-minute drill going, Elsinore, excellent play selection.
There you see the ball. Harold Beasley's got under the center. Takes it and looks for that quick pass out there to Eric Barry. He's got it. Oh. And dropped immediately. Elsinore huddles up quickly. 55 to go in the half. They'd like to get on the board.
I don't know why it stopped.
Incomplete pass. He must have turned away and must have dropped it as he fell.
Oh, okay. I was listening to you. I didn't see whether it was complete or not.
Yeah, I saw the ball roll away, but we didn't actually see it the first time. But 2nd and 10. Look for Todd Lee up the sideline on our side, Pat. He's got the short side of the field. The line's unbalanced.
Dyer brings them up.
They'll have 3 receivers on this side.
Beasley drops back. Nice snap by Dyer. Beasley's going to be front.
Beasley nailed his 3 Los Sierra players seemed to get there at the same time. If the Elsinore was setting up the screen, they did a good job. Nobody stopped anybody.
Beasley getting up off
3rd
the
and
slow.
long.
I would think that they were going to use the timeout here.
3rd
I don't know
and
what
long,
he's thinking about.
30 seconds to go in the half.
The clock's running. What are they doing here? Neal very slow coming in.
Neal's got the play. This may be the last one of the half. Norland to the top, Lee to the bottom. Barry in the slot, Neal in the slot. Likorovich and lone back. Beasley in trouble, being chased. He puts it under his arm and he runs. He's in the secondary. He's running down. He'll be stopped at the 43-yard line, but
they get a time.
Elsinore immediately calls timeout. Oh, with 2 seconds to go.
Well, Dennis is
Harold Beasley
until it's
picks up
over.
the first. No, he doesn't pick up the first. With a big gain there. There you saw the scoreboard clock. 2 seconds to go. 14-7. Elsinore needs to get on the board right now. Bring it even.
What a game we've seen here with 2 seconds left. Lost there. I had 14-7. We mentioned both coaching staffs working to their maximum tonight. Mike Duckworth out on the field with La Sierra's team. And then we've got Coach Blakemore over there talking to his offense for Elsinore. Both coaches off, or at least leaving the field now.
And Elsinore could be setting up here for the big play of the second half. It'll be the last play in the second half, whatever happens.
We know that it'll be a little bit different than usual.
They set back in the spread. I'm telling you, watch Todd Lee. Watch Todd Lee. Wrong. It is the screen to Likarovic. Oh, and a nice open field tackle that time, and the gun will sound, ending the first half. Tied 14-7. We'll see you at the beginning of the second half.
All right.
America's one.
Your Christmas fantasies can become real at Aloha Leisure, just off Four Corners on Lakeshore. Welcome to the Park Plaza Family Restaurant, Deli, and Creative Catering. 10 years of quality dining with a reputation of the best and the most for the least. Park Plaza now offers buffalo meat, buffalo burgers every day, buffalo steaks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at the Park Plaza.
It's tip-off time for college basketball. You'll see over 100 regular season games all live on ESPN, featuring the defending champion Louisville Cardinals. Key games from the Big Ten, Big East, ACC, and 15 more of the nation's top conferences. Games with outstanding independents like Notre Dame, finals of conference tournaments, and matchups from the NCAA championships. It's the stuff dreams are made of. College basketball's best, live on ESPN.
You are about to see Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty as you have never seen it before. Because, for the very first time, this masterpiece of adventure and romance will not appear in a theater, but in your very own home on video cassette. Now, you and your family can own Sleeping Beauty forever for only $29.95.
$27.95 for members at the Video Barn.
They probably figured since you have those tickets that you want them. Hi. Cooperstein, right? God, what a memory, I'm telling you.
And here we are, ready to start the second half of action as we come in. And there's a shot right there, number 66, Randy Parsons, and Elsinore ready to receive. Back to receive the kick to start of the second half, Robert Norland and Todd Lee. Elsinore trails 14-7, would like to get something going here to start the second half. What a ball game we've seen so far. Go ahead, Pat.
I was going to say Doug Burke's going to kick off.
And there it goes.
And it's going to be taken by Lee at about the 6. He's back to the 20. Takes a cut and it's hit. Mark it at the 24-yard line.
Well, let's see what Elsinore offense comes out with right now, Pat. I bet they come out, or I'd like to see them come out with some quick plays here. Desire could huddle and then move them out real quick.
Well, we've seen quite an offensive battle all game long. Both teams really moving it well. And both defenses at times stopping the other team's offense.
I believe there's only about 3 punts in the first half and no turnovers. By the team, Beasley's got him up. Beasley calls his own number. He's fallen on at the gain of about 2. So in the first half, they came out with on their first offensive series with a pass. This time they go with Beasley right over the center.
And he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards, 2nd and 8. And we agreed with the field announcer this time.
There goes Lee to the top of your screen. Mike Neal is the slot. Eric Berry in the slot. Likarovic the lone back, and he throws it to Neal. Neal can't quite hang on. He gets the ball out there in his fingertips, can't quite hold on. So as they come out, the passing game pattern so far sets up the same way it did in the first half. The short passes out to the side. See if what La Sierra is going to counter with defensively.
Mike Neal goes out, and here comes little Joe Brown, who had that massive hit on on Eddie Browning earlier in the game.
And we haven't heard much from Joe Brown offensively tonight, but I'm telling you, Pat, look for that counter.
And it remains to be seen if we'll see Jose Hill back in the game. Brown in motion, and they look inside in Nordland. He has it right under. Oh no, it bounces free. And Collier right there on the defense.
You know, Pat Collier actually wasn't doing much of anything except watching him break. And he missed it because he was looking to see if someone else was coming out there with him. And the ball, if it had been caught, could have been for a kind of a nice gainer.
Yeah,
but it's going to bring up a 4th down situation here. So the La Sierra defense is held here, the opening series of Elsinore for the offense in the second half.
And here Elsinore doesn't have enough players on the field. When they got too much time as Gavin Wright lines them up.
Troy Dotson there coming on late, and he's counting the guys. Ball comes back. Nice snap to Gavin Wright. Puts his foot into it. Line driver goes over the receiver's head and is going to roll out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. And so, 10:42 to play in the third quarter. Elsinore trails 14-7. They'll change teams, and La Sierra will put it in play. 1st and 10 at the 23. Jaron Elvinson coming in to play back there in the defensive secondary. Browning tells the offense what he wants them to do.
We'll see. Elsinore not able to do anything on their first offensive possession of the second half.
And Browning line spreads them all wide. Look at this.
Yeah.
Got wide receivers all over the place.
He does a little reverse pivot. He's under pressure.
And Andre Crow chases him down there right near the goal line.
Coming back for it was Doug Burke, and Doug Burke is cut in half.
And Neal hits him, but it's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4. And Andre Crow had a shot at Browning back inside the 5, unable to connect though. That would have been a big loss. But anyways, it's going to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
Dan Warren for the Eagles had a big block in the backfield there.
And somehow he got the man turned the right way so it wasn't a clip.
Browning again from the shotgun. Stayed in motion, Browning around the left hand.
And Neal is watching him, and Neal's right there. You can hear Pat and I both joining up here. It's one of the 50s boys. There's Bowden.
Bowden right there went underneath the blockers.
And Mike Neal was in good position that time too to string that one out as he followed the man in motion, and that's the way the play went. 9:42 to play in the third.
So 3 yards for a first down, and it's 3rd down. 3 and 3
in the third quarter.
And they have to move it out to the 30-yard line. We'll keep ball 3. All right, they put 3 men in that near side of the field, and they send another man in motion to that side. They flood that whole area. Out here again is Burke, and he's got it. He steps out at the 38-yard line.
Lee right there to put a hand on it and make sure he keeps moving out of bounds.
So when they're going with their strength in the passing game.
Exactly what I was going to say. When they need it, they go to Browning. He comes through.
Jose Hill back in the game, but now he's leaving.
Andre Crow coming in right over the center. He's there just as the ball is snapped.
Browning with all kinds of time. Bowden's fighting in there. Mike Neal and Allenson just murdered Collier, but he gets up somehow.
And not only that, he hangs on to the ball, because the official that time had to duck, otherwise he would have been in the way. It'll be 2nd and 4. There's loss here and continues to drive here, although not a lot of consistency. They are able to keep it going. Browning that time having a lot of time as Andre Crow got on the field late. There you can see Mike Neal out on the defensive end slot. Or actually, he's linebacker tonight. And that was going to be,
oh boy, what a pass.
And Browning lofts that one in there in an area that was real hard to intercept. And I thought it was going to go out of bounds, and the receiver's right there.
You know, the interesting.
Number 25, Jim Ayers, rushes him out of bounds. Another first down.
His receivers all seem to be about equal. They're all very good. They're all capable. They all get in the open, and they're catching balls. Browning has a touch like a Dan Fouts. He knows when to throw hard and when to soften up on it. There goes McKinney in motion. We've seen him catch a couple passes. They get it to Cade. Up comes Lee. And Lee drives him out. And Lee's down. He looks like he's hurt. Now he's getting up slow. Adjusting his helmet.
As they spot the ball at the Elsinore 35-yard line. Second and about 8.
Crow comes back in the game, and they send mystery man number 45 out.
There you can see Todd Lee there setting up his defensive position. He's playing far out on the defensive end this side. Browning back to pass. He's looking. He's got McKinney in the open. Across the center of the field, and he hits him in the hands and he drops it.
Well, Nordland actually reached in and grabbed his hand at the last second, knocked it out.
But that's one of their favorite patterns. They get McKinney cutting across just behind the linebackers in front of the secondary.
Elmore's checking into the game. Number 45 for Elsinore comes back in. So Browning with 3rd down and 8:15 left in the 3rd period. There goes Collier in motion. Or Kreider, excuse me. Browning turns again. Elmore open. He's hit once, breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle on a good block. 3rd tackle. Finally drugged down, and that's going to be good for first.
A lot of motion on that one, Pat. As he twists and turns and jukes and jives, he's able to pick up the first.
Well, certainly he made that play himself with 2nd and 3rd effort. That great gain by Elmore. Like to publicly thank Roger Fulton, the athletic director from La Sierra, for helping us out tonight, giving us such great accommodations. There goes Kreider again in motion. Browning with lots of time again. Look.
A little bit of pressure now as the 50s boys are after him, Kaysen and Bowden. Oh, and the reception is made.
Nordland looked like he was going for the interception and just missed it.
But it's complete. Nordland gambled and lost.
Kreider, the motion man, catches it.
As finally Elsinore comes up with a little bit of pressure in the backfield as the 50s boys, Kaysen and Bowden, were right there chasing Browning, but he's still able to make a completion. Nordland going for the interception, he misses it, and Crowder makes the reception, 1st and goal.
Well, when you give Browning that much time in the backfield, he's going to complete those passes. There goes Elmore in motion.
And Elsinore would like to stop him here.
There's Browning's pass.
It's overthrown. Slightly overthrown there. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8. I believe there's a flag over there, Pat. Way on the other side of the field. Nope, it's a piece of paper. I saw the official look at it and picked up my glasses to see if it was a flat flag or a piece of paper, and it's nothing. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 8. The Elsinore defense needs to stop them here. The pressure's on. Burke is going wide to the top. Nordland's out there with him. Browning looks over the defense, takes the ball, he drops back, he's looking. Being chased by Hill. There's a flag that time. Oh!
No, I believe we're
down there close to the 5-yard line.
Pass interference in the end zone there, Dennis.
It looks like Jim Ayers may be holding, Pat. Jim Ayers was may have been the culpable party in this one.
Yes, I tend to agree with you. All right, while we have the penalty, let me go to a commercial. This one's for Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. Give your car a lift. A complete auto detailing package at Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. They'll polish, wax, dress your tires, steam clean your engine. They'll even do your interior upholstery, and your car will look like new. Call Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning today at 674-1560.
And you know who you talk to if you call that number? Phil. It's not Barbara, it's Phil.
Phil at Lake Elsinore.
Phil at Auto Reconditioning.
Yeah. Okay. Let's set the scene for you.
The scene is Lost Sierra is going to take a timeout, and you've got time for another one.
Oh, okay. Let's do it to it. We'll go back over here.
Goal, 7:01 to play in the third period. Elsinore trailing 14-7. Lost Sierra driving. It's time to hear from
Stuffed Pizza. They've got the Stuffed Pizza special, $1 off on any pitcher of beer. Are we supposed to be advertising beer on a high school game? Anyway, we want to ask
Am I the straight man?
Any day from 3 to 5:30, Stuffed Pizza Restaurant in the Von Savon Shopping Center in Lake Elsinore. Call 674-6946. That's the Stuffed Pizza. Go down there and get stuff.
Anyways, Pat, the answer to the Channel 3 trivia quiz tonight is where did the width of the football field come from? That's because Walter Camp, who goes back a long, long ways, probably older than anyone in the stadium tonight, when he set up the field, they wanted it to be a little bit wider and longer to make the play better, to get a lot more things done. That's the widest he could get it to fit into the Harvard Bowl.
No kidding.
And that's the way it is.
53 yards.
You heard it, 53.5.
Thank you, Dennis, for that little bit of trivia. Now, for all of you who guess right, write Dennis a letter. Send him $20. Here's Browning, and there's flags.
Oh, it's complete for a touchdown in the end zone, but I think it's going to be called back. Because there are so many flags there, it looked like Flag Day, and it's not even June.
Up here in our broadcast position, we have some loyal Lost Sierra fans. Who's going to win tonight?
Eagles.
Give us your name first.
I'm Sean Flynn.
Okay, Eagles are going to win?
Yeah.
Name?
Lori Cooperstein.
All right. Who's this beautiful red-haired girl over here? Peppermint Patty. Okay. She's speechless. She hit me.
Pat introduces some of his paid groupies up here in the announcer's booth.
Also, Hall of Famer in the Cal State system, Hall of Famer athlete Roger Folsom up here in the broadcast booth with us.
Anyways, back to the game here. It'll be 2nd and 8 as Elsinore is penalized. Half the distance. Browning sets and looks. Man in motion, the bottom of the screen. We're watching him. Browning back.
There's got it.
Oh.
First all along. Again, Browning just standing back there all the time in the world. Waits for his man to come open and hit them. And Browning has that sign of a mature quarterback. He can sense when a man's going to come open and pass it to that area.
Well, not only that, he has the offensive line that gives him the time where he can look. We're not, absolutely timing is of the essence, but he has the time to look. And they attempt the extra point. Ball's down, it's up, and it's good, and Elsinore falls behind 7-21 to the Lost Sierra Eagles. There's 6:51 to play in the third period. Elsinore will come out to receive the ball.
Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlors. They're the pizza parlor with the works. That's right. They've got sourdough crust pizzas, ice cream parlors, video games, widescreen TVs, everything you'd ever want. All right, stop by and see Bill and Debbie at 31821 Mission Trail in Lake Elsinore. That's next to Mission Trail Liquor. Or you can call your order in ahead of time and have your pizza ready for you when you get down there. No better time to eat a pizza than while you're watching Tiger football. So go on down to Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor.
That's it. You can see this game tomorrow at 10 o'clock and eat your pizza.
Yeah, a little morning pizza brunch. That sounds good. Ready for the kickoff. Doug Burke tees it up.
Again, Norland and Lee back to receive for Elsinore.
There's the kick. A little shorty. It bounces on the 20.
Lee's going to pick it up. Lee picks it about the 16. He's going to carry it across the 20-yard line. About the 21, Elsinore offense will put it in play. 1st and 10 there, and they need to get some points on the board. 6:46 to go in the 3rd period. Elsinore trails 21-7.
Well, that wasn't one of Burke's better efforts, as it only bounces on the 20, but Lee did a real gutsy thing there in picking that ball up, bringing it back. Northland will come out here as long as Barry to the near side of the field. Up at the top, I believe it's Lee and Likarovic in motion.
It's to Lee, complete.
And Lee breaks tackle, but he's out of bounds.
It's only he's going to pick up about 4. The spot at just shy of the 25.
He was hit by Lonnie Lemon.
2nd and 6.
I thought people were playing a joke on me when they told me I had 2 kids in my caseload named Lonnie Lemon and Jesse James. But anyway, they are real people. There's the option.
It's right at the center that time, a right off tackle. The heart of the Lions, Frank Likarovic, he gets up.
Troy Dodson, the blocker.
And Dyer, as they pick up a couple more yards.
3rd and a big 5 as Los Sierras ahead by 14, 21-7, 6:07 left in the 3rd period.
You can see the La Sierra defense as Jeff Dyer brings him up over the ball. Harold Beasley behind him. You can see Eric Berry. Joe Brown goes in motion. Nice close-in camera shot there. Berry's got the ball. Reception. Ooh, and they tackle him and try and strip it away. He'll be short of the 1st.
Well, La Sierra's got that play down now. Elsinore hasn't been able to pull it off so far this half.
Just kind of fill in the blanks.
Thank you.
Making a point with you with the diction, coach.
4th down and 5 yards to go. Makes it a punting situation. Jose Hill runs in.
Davin right back.
So Elmore drops back, standing on about his 40.
So La Sierra looks like a good field position out of this punt.
All day long.
Davin Wright takes some time. It goes up, and he waves for a fair catch. Did it hit him in the foot? It hit him in the foot, and Elsinore gets the ball. It's a break.
Ball. It hit Elmore.
Elsinore
hit Elmore in the foot.
But the ball is dead at that point. Joe Brown picked it up. The official whistled it dead. They're saying it hit him in the foot, and Elsinore gets a break here. They're going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the La Sierra 29-yard line.
Oh, La Sierra is fit to be tied here.
And that's what I thought. The ball did hit awful close to his foot, Pat, and you could see the funny bounce that it took like it hit something.
We'll have to get a replay here.
It is like if... Well, last time we had the big replay was for the game against the Pericles.
Yeah. Dale Kinnear up here.
Harold Beasley brings him up. You can hear the chorus of La Sierra fans booing.
There's Beasley. Beasley's got Lee open. Lee may catch this one, and he does. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
And that's the pass to Pat I thought they were going to throw near the end of the 1st half there to try and get on the board. But Todd Lee pulls it in. Beasley goes out to say, hey, nice going. As Elsinore moves down 1st and goal.
Well, this could turn into a score, and we're going to have Elsinore right back in this game. Paul Leach made the stop on that last play. Here comes Nordland out to the near side. And we've got Lee to the top. They send Eric Berry in motion. It's intercepted. All there is field between Collier and the end zone. Beasley over there. Beasley's going to make the stop.
So with Elsinore, with his first major offensive drive after a nice reception on a miscue by La Sierra down there, he had a 1st and goal, tried to get the ball to Eric Berry, and instead it's intercepted and returned out to the 38-yard line and tackled by Harold Beasley as he has to get through the blockers there to bring him down, but he does it. And how quickly the game turns around from Elsinore threatening that La Sierra moves it out close to midfield, the central portion of the field.
I was watching Dave Perkins, the head coach for the Eagles, and he jumped about a mile in the air when that ball was intercepted. So La Sierra able to turn around Elsinore here. Davin Wright teams up with Crow.
Andre Crow in there quickly.
Cade is stopped for nothing. Actually a loss. Well, they're calling a no game. McKinney checks in. Kreider comes out.
And Andre Crow goes out for Elsinore. But Jose Hill right over the center.
Well, he was
You
out
see Mike
earlier.
Neal there. Number 33, Jose Hill. He'll go right head-to-head over the centers, number 61. There you see him.
Browning from the shotgun.
Boom.
Cade in motion. Browning.
Jose Hill be sick.
Cuts upfield behind a couple of nice blocks. 3 tackles. Broken, and he's up across the 50 to 45-yard line.
You can say Jim Bowden get up off after making the tackle.
They spot it right at the 45-yard line.
And so it carries into Elsinore territory, so 2:30 to play in the third period. Elsinore 14 points behind, 21-7. La Sierra driving.
So La Sierra, the game has been going their way all this second half. 2:15 now left in the third period. Kreider in motion. Browning up to Cade, right up the gut.
Ooh.
He's in open field. Great triple tackle. So we have.
And Darren Allen, there's a late flag, Pat, but Darren Allenson reached around and tried to strip the ball away as he was making the tackle. We're going to get probably unsportsmanlike or something here against La Sierra. Oh, they're going to move it down.
They call a little clip on the offense. They're going to give him the first down.
Oh, it's a dead ball foul. It's a personal foul. Dead ball foul. So the ball is marked first down, and then they step off to 15 yards. It'll be first and 25.
That clip is on the leg. You corrected me last game on that.
That's right. Personal foul, first and 25.
They have to move it up to the 12-yard line to get a first down.
So here's a break for the Elsinore defense. Gives them a little bit more breathing room here. See what they can do with that. See Andre Crow lining up right over the ball. In the last play, you saw him taken to the to the outside. The play went to the inside. Lines up on the center shoulder. La Sierra unbalanced to the left. Browning in motion. Browning's got the ball. Jose Hill goes down. Oh, Bowden makes a shot at him, and finally Davin Wright. Davin Wright takes down Browning as he's looking for a receiver and was able to find one open. The Elsinore secondary doing a good job that time.
Second down. Ball at the 38-yard line. Second and 25. McKinney checks out. Jose Hill threw off some rib pads, it looks like.
Browning from the shotgun. Man in motion.
A crossing pattern. Burke wide open.
They had about 4 guys trying to keep out Davin Wright out of the backfield that time. But they had that whole center of the field open, and Browning tried to hit the open man. He was unable to do it. It'll bring up third and 25.
One thing about the La Sierra receivers, they run their path so well.
And then they're able to come back. When they see Browning in trouble, they're able to stop and they come back. Try and give Browning every opportunity they can to make that reception.
They send Collier to the top of the screen, and they put Burke down here at the bottom. They send McKinney in motion over the slot position. There goes Cade.
And Browning being pressured. Oh, we're going to get a flag right there. Or maybe we're not. The official.
Oh, Burke. What a catch. Field goal.
Oh, the official here says there's going to be no flag. He's going to just call it fourth down. I thought for sure he was signaling a penalty back there as he got knocked down, but it ended up being a nice block. And Browning able to get the ball away and make a reception, and a good catch as the man was going down as he made the reception. But it'll be fourth and a little bit longer. They want to try it. It'll be 4th and 6.
So we're going to have a field goal here, it looks like, Dennis.
Well, you've been talking about this guy's foot. We're going to get a chance to see it, it looks like, Pat.
Yeah. He'll be kicking from the 25-yard line.
That would make it a 35-yard attempt. Oh, and the gun sounds ending the third period. We'll see you with the field goal attempt. A big start to fourth.
America's 132-year domination of the America's Cup, broken by Australia. Now America begins the challenge, and ESPN will be in Australia with exclusive America's Cup coverage every Wednesday night. Watch the American shipmates battle to regain the cup as ESPN covers the Challenger and Defender rounds, leading to exclusive coverage of the best of 7 America's Cup finals. Live from Australia, the America's Cup, a challenge down under, only on ESPN.
To all beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, patty special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, beef patty special sauce, it's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
We're back just in time for the field goal attempt. Doug Burke, 35-yard attempt. High snap. Gets his foot into it. Looks good. It is good. So big field goal by Burke. The precision kicker to start the fourth period.
First play of the fourth quarter, 3 points for La Sierra, and they take a 24-7 lead with 11:55 to play in the game.
24-7. That gives us a chance for a commercial. This one's going to be for Stuffed Pizza. On Stuffed Pizza Special, watch exciting replays of Elsinore High School varsity football games any night at Stuffed Pizza and get a free large pitcher of any drink with each large pizza you order. Stuffed Pizza Restaurant in the Vaughn Save-On Shopping Center in Lake Elsinore. Go down and get stuff.
Pat, why do you have so much trouble with that? For every large pizza, it's a pitcher. Pitcher with a pizza.
I think it's just the way it's written. I'm nervous, I guess. I mean, Howard Cooperstein's watching me up here. I mean, one of my fellow Rat Packers from La Sierra.
Lee and Norland back to receive. Seems like they've received a lot of them tonight.
There's a grounder.
Lee picks it up.
He's across the 20, 25, breaks the tackle, taken down at the 30-yard line. Well, if Elsinore wants to get back in this, they've got to make this drive work here. 11:47. A lot can happen in high school football. Here we are, first down for the Tigers from the 30. Beasley from the shotgun. Nordland out there. Nordland fell down, and Collier looked like maybe he was the cause of it, but they didn't throw a flag.
Nice pass was well thrown by Harold Beasley that time. Harold benefiting an awful lot by a lot of special work with Coach Blakemore and Coach Liney Robertson.
Well, the La Sierra coaches go out, and they said the headphones have taken a dump on him. And there's Lee. He's open on the same pattern that's worked before. He's got it. Unbelievable catch.
As he rolls under the La Sierra bench over there, you see him getting up.
Almost took Raymer out there.
Talking to some of the players. But it's a big gain for Elsinore as they move downfield in big strides into La Sierra territory at the 44-yard line.
Elsinore gets a big first down. They split Nordland to the top, and here comes Todd Lee to the bottom.
And Jose Hill now is in the backfield.
Yeah. Beasley on the option.
Gives it to Jose Hill. Moves forward for about 3. Motions his shoulders up for a few yards.
We have the repair crew up here working on the headphones now. You're watching Tiger football here on King TV, King Video Cable, Channel 3.
And you saw the Elsinore huddle there. Franklin Karobik, number 27, and Harold Beasley, number 7, brings them up. They set. Quick count, right over the top. There's Joe Brown on an offensive play. He's got it in the
He's hit hard.
And he carries it inside the 30-yard line, about the 28. So we're looking for flags. No flags. They're going to be a first down, Elsinore.
Lonnie Lemon drilled him over there. Lonnie Lemon's a big kid. If you read the Press Enterprise this week on Thursday, they had a big article in there on Jesse James and Lonnie Lemon. Two of their big college prospects. As Coach Blakemore said, they have four of them: Burke, Browning, Lemon, and James. Beasley options, keeps it. Lemon makes the tackle again.
Carries it for about 2. It'll be second and about 8. It'll be second and 7. Give them 3. There's a shot of the La Sierra Eagle huddle, defensive huddle. Or the sidelines, I'm sorry. That's the sidelines.
Here we go. Second down and 8. Brown in motion. Lee has got it.
He's inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line.
He picked up a first, Dennis.
3 consecutive first downs. The Elsinore Tigers on the move here. There's Todd Lee going back to the huddle. There's Franklin Korovic. They huddle around Jeff Dyer there. Harold Beasley looks over to the sidelines. Mike Neal comes in with the play.
He needs to go into a fast offense here because the time is just ticking away.
How much time is there, Pat?
There is about 9:15 left.
What's the temperature anyway?
Balmy night here. Don't even need your jacket.
Just a sweater?
And I have an official weather vane sitting next to me. He says it's about 70.
And Harold Beasley and Todd Lee got their signals crossed up there as the ball was way overthrown. And Harold pointing out there to Lee, saying, why weren't you down there a little bit farther? But Pat, last week I needed you. The temperature was low, and then dropping last week, and it was damp, and it was cold last week. I needed to know how cold it was.
Well,
and Paul Joyce couldn't tell me.
He couldn't tell you, huh? They break the huddle, and Todd Lee comes to the bottom of your screen. Well, there he is.
There's James Bowden right there in front of your picture.
Nordland. Beasley drops. Look. Oh, Brown was open.
And so was Barry crossing a little bit deeper than him. The ball falls incomplete. No, it'll be 3rd and 10. Elsinore trying to get to the La Sierra 12-yard line here. 8:57 to go in the game. Elsinore trailing 20-47. Joe Brown comes to the sideline. Beasley calls the play. Norland to the top. Todd Lee to the bottom. Barry in the slot. Likarovic alone setback. Barry in motion to the top.
There's Barry wide open again.
And he doesn't look for the ball. He's ready to take a chuck out there. The ball falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10. And are we going to see Hank Alonzo with a field goal? Will that help him?
I don't think so. At this point, you got to go for the touchdown.
Is that elementary, Watson?
That's elementary. So Brown comes in. Maybe now is the time for that counter you've been talking about. Haven't seen too much sweeping on Elsinore's part tonight.
You can see the ball. They line up.
La Sierra with a big rush. Beasley under pressure. Breaks a couple tackles. Finally,
he's got Lee, but it's a touchdown! It's a touchdown! And a flag! The flag's going to go against La Sierra for... Oh, maybe not. We got Beasley.
The official standing on the sideline waited till the man caught the ball and then threw his
and Beasley may have been in front of the line of scrimmage, Pat. Because Beasley's hanging his head. Personal foul, La Sierra. Beasley must have taken a shot on the sideline. The touchdown will stand. Elsinore closes the gap, 24-13, with a chance here for an extra point.
So what do they do on that penalty, Dennis? They mark it on
the kickoff.
On the kickoff. Okay. There's Hank Alonzo getting ready to kick it off. Son joined up here by a couple of my Rat Packers. Stephen going to hold it. Nice snap. Alonso has the foot into it, and it's good. The officials looked at each other to see if it was good. I don't know.
It's 24-14. The points are on the board. And we're going to take a commercial here.
Let this guy try a commercial. Go ahead and try it.
Okay, fall super savings sale now going on at Sincere Sewing and Vacuum Factory. Rebuilt Kirby, like new, 1-year warranty from $89.95. Stop in. That's Sincere Sewing and Vacuum in Park Plaza on Riverside Drive in Lake Elsinore.
All right, you heard it here. Let's get sincere. That was Sean Flynn, most sincere kid in Riverside tonight.
But I tell you, you can't beat rebuilt Kirby's.
No, those Kirby's are good vacuums. Dennis has 3 of them.
I can't pass that, but good deal.
Really? All you salesmen.
They keep telling me I'm saving money.
Now look at that. Look at where the kickoff is going from. The 45 of La Sierra.
Pat, do you look for an onside kick? I think La Sierra is.
I think so too. They got a lot of hands up there in that front row. A lot of ends and those kind of people.
And Ed Browning's in the front row himself. And the ball goes towards him.
And went to Collier.
And he immediately falls on it and downs it, the smart thing to do. So Elsinore trying to get the ball back with an onside kick. Turns and gives the ball up to La Sierra at the La Sierra 35-yard line.
Well, La Sierra are going to try and play ball control, I'm sure, as they've got 8 minutes and 40 seconds to play with.
A 10-point lead.
That field goal really becomes a big difference in this game.
Certainly does.
After that big interception and coming down to get that field goal, they chewed up a lot of time. There goes Kreider in motion. They give it to Cade on the ground. And Cade pops it for 8. So they say Wright made the stop. So that moves it out to the 42-yard line. It'll be second down. 2nd and 3, so there's a pickup of 7 as Elmore goes into the game. McKinney comes out.
Javin Wright talking things over there with Fred Kaysen.
Jim Harris playing way off the line for the Tigers back on the Elsinore 42. Boy, is he playing prevent or what?
There's Browning. Man in motion towards the top. Allenson following him. There's a handoff.
Again. He's got room.
They keep it on the ground. They want to use up that clock. Fred Kaysen making the stop, but after a gain of 7 to 8, it'll be a first down for La Sierra.
The clock continues to run.
As he gets inside Elsinore territory, just over the 50.
You're watching Tiger football here on King Video Cable, Channel 3. I'm Pat Ainsworth, and up here with me is Dennis Michelson.
I knew that.
All of you viewing this game today. Oh, high snap. Browning gets it. Under pressure. Bowden is really a man to credit with that play.
And Jose Hill right there, too. So they finally get into the backfield, and they're going to drop him for a loss. Back into Eagle territory. Call it 2nd and 13 here. As the Elsinore defense would like to get the ball back and get some more points on the board. They still have a chance. 6:30 to play. They trail by 10.
48. 2nd down.
Browning back deep in his shotgun formation. He's got time. Jose Hill chasing him again. And look at there. Andre Crow breaks through to sack him at the 31. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. A big sack for Andre Crow here late in the game.
6 minutes now left in this 4th period.
It's going to be 3rd and 20.
So after a couple of big plays by La Sierra, the Tigers have moved them back practically where they started this drive.
Well, the Elsinore defense trying to get the ball back in good field position here or possibly force a turnover. The thing now is not to let him get back those yards. And Browning has been so good at it this evening.
Well,
he has shown that he can do it.
They've got to go to the pass, but it's going to be 3rd and 23, the scoreboard says. And I know it's accurate. Oh, ball
He bobbles it. Oh, and it's a break for Browning.
Mike Neal after him, and look
Mike
at
Neal and Davin Wright. Yes, Mike Neal boxes him in. Davin Wright goes in and nails him.
Fred Kaysen really hit him out late in the play, and Browning having trouble getting up.
Well, it's going to be 4th down.
I mentioned that I know that the yardage is right because Bob Boomer Severs is down there on the clock and the scoreboard tonight, along with a human time bomb, Fred Guzman. Now, Bob Severs, of course, well-known football authority as he's head coach at several high schools and was coach here at Riverside City College. There's Burke.
Elsinore going after it.
Oh, and they're going to
get the flag that time. Lee calls a fair catch and gets out of the way, but it's to no avail. It's Los Sierra's going to get a chance to kick that one over again.
They went after Burke on that one. Nearly got it, too.
Roughing the kicker.
So that'll move it ahead 15 yards.
Bring it
but that's
4th
not
and
automatic
4.
first down, is it? So, Elsinore was a smart move to go after him that time.
And Joe Brown went after it with a vengeance.
There we are from our broadcast position. Hi, Mom.
And hello, everybody out there in Elsinore. I didn't know you were living in Elsinore, Pat.
Well, no. Anyway, we're having a good time here tonight. Riverside City College. You can see this press.
Home of the Tigers. That's us.
Browning. They gave him the first down, Dennis. We've got, maybe it's an automatic first?
Maybe.
Must be.
We're getting a procedure call now against La Sierra.
Each one of these plays.
And that hurt. That's right. We're down to 4:26 to play in the game. And Elsinore could have used the ball back right at that point.
Give it to Cade. He's got some room. Finally, Wright got him.
He runs right at the official and moves out of the way.
Picks up about 13 yards. Should be 3rd and about 2. Crow goes out of the game. Randy Parsons in. We've seen a real good game here tonight. Goes Kreider in motion. Browning gives it to Cade again. Wright hit him immediately. Jose Hill on top of him.
To finish him off. Does La Sierra watch his time slip away here? 3:22 to play. La Sierra wins this one again. They clinch a CIF playoff berth.
And then Elsinore's only hope is that Norte Vista has beaten Bloomington tonight, and then to come back again next week and beat Bloomington. Bloomington did beat La Sierra in the first game of the season.
Yeah, there's Sunkist League action. Notre Dame won last night, beating a non-conference foe, 27-7. Non-league foe.
I did see the Bloomington La Sierra game, and it was very close.
We better get a timeout, or we're going to get there. Now, Pat, this is one of those signals I was telling you. I went down to talk to him about. We're going to get an illegal motion. Oh no, that's a different one.
Too much time?
No, I mean it's an illegal set. It wasn't a shift, it was just legal. Right. So it's a 5-yard penalty. Clock stops. 2:25 to play in the game. 24-14. Elsinore on the short end. 3rd and 6.
Oh, 3rd and 6 is a lot different than 3rd and 1. So we'll see what they do here. I would expect that they'll go for a pass. 2:25.
I think they'll just keep it on the ground. Are you reaching for your wallet? And they pass.
There it is.
Incomplete. He stops the clock. Only 3 seconds gone off the clock on that one. It brings up the 4th down, 4th and 6.
Collier punishing himself out there. He knew he should have had that one. So Lossier are going to kick it here.
Todd Lee drops back to receive the punt. They've kind of kicked it away from him, and he's let a couple of them bounce. He's back on his own 10-yard line to receive. They get the punt away. Nobody touches him that time. He waits for the fair catch. Lee does. The ball bounces away from him, and will go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line.
Well, good.
And Pat, have you paid all the bills?
Well, let me check it out. Oh, I need to talk about Rocco's once more. That's right, Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor, located next to Mission Trail Liquor at 31821 Mission Trail in Elsinore, home of the San Francisco-style sourdough crust pizza. Call Bill or Debbie over there at 674-7423 and order your pizza today. By the way, Rocco's will pay $50 to anyone who can by themselves eat the Rocco's Belly Buster Hearty Pizza. Call Bill at 674-7423 for those details. There's Beasley. He's got Lee
quick looking. He's got Todd Lee open.
Lee gets out of bounds. Oh, the official says no, keep it moving. 2 minutes.
As Elsinore lines up without a huddle. See if Beasley's going to audibilize here. Got the play. Receivers top and bottom wide. Hits Joe Brown right in the center.
Brown cuts
Joe Brown trying to get outside. Pat and I try to talk at the same time. We do a good job of it. Brown's up to the 30. Time running. Oh, stop the clock. 1:44. The officials say start it again as he picked up enough for the first.
They move the chain. Stop the clock.
Oh, and he hits Barry. They throws the pass and it hits him right in the hip. Incomplete. 7 seconds gone. 1:37 to play. Elsinore needs 10 to tie. 11 to win. 2nd and 10. Beasley looking for some help from the sideline. Mike Neal comes in to talk things over with him. See what the coach has got. Joe Brown goes out. Norland to the top. Todd Lee to the bottom. Barry in the slot. Neal in the slot to the top. Licker over at the lone setback. Beasley takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. Oh, he overthrows Robert Norland on the sideline. Brings up 3rd and 10. Time is ticking. 1:34 to go in the game.
Oh. It's a major play here. I would say that it's probably a hopeless case.
I don't hear the fat lady singing.
No,
I don't hear it.
I heard the announcer over here singing though. Turn out the lights. Maybe we can hear a chorus of that. Turn out the lights now.
I don't think he's going to sing either, boy. That's a lot of Crody. Beasley brings him up. Joe Brown in motion towards us. Goes to the top of the screen. Hits complete out there, and we're going to get a flag. We could get a late hit here. We could get an Elsinore first down. 1:28 to play. This could help. Personal foul, La Sierra.
Is that on 58, Dennis?
Looks like it.
I believe it was. And that's Lonnie Lemon. He's shaking his hand.
And Pat's going to talk to him on Monday. Naughty, mustn't do.
Well, Lonnie's a good kid. So that makes first down to the Tigers as it's up to the 45. Beasley hits Brown. Brown cuts outside. Todd Lee there.
And it gets into the La Sierra territory. 1:19 and counting. 24-14. Elsinore trails. Beasley trying to get a play called. Norland's in the top. Joe Brown sets out that way. Goes Eric Berry. We got 3 wide to the top. Lee down to this side. Were they set? No, they weren't set. Flags everywhere. They're complete to Eric Berry. It'll be for no gain, although he muscles out to the 37-yard line.
And they didn't appear to be set.
No,
to me, and I think that was
they were moving out on the top of the screen there, Pat, up on the offensive left side.
Interesting. I'm noticing some of the costumes that some of the girls are wearing tonight here tonight. I think they're getting their Friday night strange outfits, here in the big city.
The big city. Maybe they're all going to watch. What's that movie, Pat? That movie that plays at midnight? Oh, and Todd Lee tries to stretch it forward with enough for the first. The officials there to check things out. Timeout Elsinore, 49 seconds to play.
Okay, let me go to Valley Awning and Construction. If you have a leaky roof, call Barbara for a free estimate. Time's running out. Rainy season is coming. Valley Awning and Construction Company, 678-4878. They've served the Valley for 9 years, have a great reputation. Get in touch with them. Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. If a kamikaze shopping cart has hit your car, stop by over there at Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning, corner of Flint and Main Street. Get in touch with them. They do auto glass, painting, restoration, steam cleaning, you name it. They've got it. 674-1516. That's Lake Elsinore Auto Reconditioning. 49 seconds left.
Kamikaze shopping cart. Is that anything like a Toyota or a Datsun or something?
That's right. There goes Brown in motion. Beasley pump, hit.
Oh!
Ronnie Lemon blew through there.
And there's a big timely sack for La Sierra.
No, I'll take that back. That's Perrin, Sean Perrin. Clock is stopped. Not
You can
exactly sure
you can
why.
see it right there. There's 43 seconds to go in the game, 24-14, and we are not the visitors. Elsinore on the short end.
Sincere Sewing and Vacuum. Company coming, rent that rug doctor to clean your carpets from Sincere Sewing and Vacuum. They're in the Park Plaza on Riverside Drive in Lake Elsinore. Call 674-1808 today and reserve that rug doctor.
That's right. Thanksgiving fast approaching. We know you're going to have guests. Pat, do you need to use that? The family may be over to your place to draw Christmas names, and you're going to need that vacuum.
I'm going to have to get something over there. I need new carpeting is what I need.
You may need an awning.
Rocco's, that's right. Rocco's Pizza and Ice Cream Parlor is located next to Mission Trail Liquor. 31821 Mission Trail, Lake Elsinore. They've got the San Francisco style sourdough crust pizza. 674-7423. Order your pizza today. Beasley, 43 seconds. He hits Lee out here.
Lee unable to hang on. It falls incomplete. And by the way, if you didn't know, if Pat's family and my family got together, that's quite a gathering.
Yeah.
There's, I'm the oldest of 10. Pat's the oldest of 9. Not to mention the nieces and nephews and husbands and wives of all of that crew. Man, we'd need an awning and a vacuum cleaner.
Hey, is that how we got to this position at King Video?
That's the old firstborn.
So
Firstborn, first sacrifice.
If you're the firstborn of your family, you may have a career in cable broadcasting.
Awaiting you. Speaking of cable broadcasting and cameramen tonight, we have Gavin James down on the field. He's going to turn in his usual stellar performance. And and who's underneath us here, Pat? The topsman. I can't see.
Well, there's a whole lot of people down here.
Who's on the camera down there?
I don't quite know who's on the camera, to tell you the truth. Maybe we can get our character generator to give us a clue who's on the camera below us. There's Eddie Browning clapping.
June's down there.
June Arnese. Thank you, Dan. And you saw the other names. Leave that up for a second, Dan. Give you all credit. These are the technical people who put this show together.
As we count down, you can hear the crowd counting down. And there's the gun sounding the end of the game. Elsinore loses 24-14. La Sierra clinches the CIF playoff berth. The players congratulating each other. And we saw tonight, Pat, a fairly well-played game.